Good afternoon. It's about 10 minutes after 12, and I'm just leaving Ella's house this morning. I'm heading to the library, which opens at 12, so I'm gonna head there. I'll probably be there. Stays open from 12 to 8. I'll probably be there all day trying to upload videos that I have recorded in the past. Now, truly, something is going on where every time I go to sleep at night, my things are being rambled through. And like I said, whatever they're doing is my bag is right there near me, but I can't seem to wake up and see what they're doing to my body or what they're contaminating, what they're putting on my things. Uh, so, it's time to New Ella something. It wasn't him because we couldn't get us that bad. Today, how people keep saying that war order is up and coming, that it's going to take over. Where the war order is here full blast. Now, when I'm recording, I want to see how many of these trains going to come past because this afternoon, and they shouldn't be going back and forth so take ambulance, fire department. When I see it in other people's videos, police cars they come past with their sirens, trucks come past blowing their horns. Somebody's always making noise when you try to record a video inside or outside. So let's see what distractions they're going to try to cause today. But it is the world is already taken over. People are waiting to say they waiting to come or they already taking war for it because they can take my property and I've been seeing people complaining how they're taking these homes, cars, anything they want. They're coming to me and they're making a lot of people homeless. They're okay, so here we go. Okay, so they're already counting people things and they're breaking laws they should be breaking. And they're not worried. They know me and other people, not just talking individuals on this video, they're taking evidence and have paperwork. See how fast someone came to? Well, we know these trains don't run every 5 minutes. In no state, in no city, do they come past or do they come from the train station to train station every 5 minutes? It's just supposed to be a distraction. And that wasn't even 5 minutes. How long has it been? 2 minutes? Okay. So, as I said, they're already here for force. They don't care what evidence you collect. They feel right now that they cannot be harmed, that they have full power. And that is really not the case. Because if they did have full power, I wouldn't be here now. I wouldn't be sitting here making this video, and I wouldn't be able to load it up on YouTube. Because they thought they were going to shut. Now, they shut quite a few of us down, but they thought they would have us all shut down by now. And that has not happened. So they don't have as much power as they think they have. Because God is still in control. And that's what I'm saying, this area, just today, when I'm saying this area is pretty, people are pretty well off here with these $1 million homes. And they had these shelters where the homeless are dying. Why would you have a shelter with bed bugs? And it's been on newspaper and exposés on it, and they still have bed bugs. What kind of torture? It seems like they do have these things have a need to torture people, make people miserable, and just everything they can to harm, kill them, torture, rape, and murder. And as I said, they don't feel that nothing's going to happen to them. But that's a good thing, because as long as a person underestimates anyone, especially their enemies, as long as a person keeps underestimating and think that they have full power, they have a weakness. Because they believe in their own strength. Isn't that something? They believe in their own strength. They believe in the strength of man, not of God. They believe in their own strength. And that's their most powerful weakness they could possibly have. So will continue to sit themselves out, continue to smile in your face, continue to do criminal acts like there's no consequences. There's never any consequences. Well, that will play stuff out. Now, I want to play you audio of how they think that they have it covered so good. Well, nothing's going to happen. Because, like I said, they are trying to keep me from getting my link card, to get my stamps link. I took my paperwork in on the 6th. They said it had to be in by the 15th of February. I took it, dropped it in the office. Because if I mail it, they said they didn't get it. If I do over the internet, they said they didn't get it. So I have to take all my paperwork, anything I deal with, personally. I can't even send anything certified mail because the post office won't deliver it. They'll say that nobody signed for it. Now, businesses like the penitentiary or lawyer's office, you're telling me they won't sign for certified mail? So it wasn't delivered by the court days that I said? Whoever said. So I tried to take it personally, everything, paperwork that needed to be done personally. So I dropped it off. And I was supposed to get a telephone interview. And I haven't had a telephone interview. Now, it says that if I have my paperwork in before February 15th, my link will be on by March 1st. I have not had a telephone interview. Today is the 28th. And my link is still not on. It's supposed to be on by tomorrow. But if I haven't had a telephone interview, it won't be on tomorrow, will it, people? But there goes another one. How many minutes has it been? 3 minutes? Okay, there goes another one. No city, nowhere runs every 2 and 3 minutes, especially on the same side of the track. But I haven't had my telephone interview, and when I call, they either don't answer the phone or I have to call different numbers or whatever. But yesterday, when I called, they said they're gonna make a complaint. Well, we know complaints never go anywhere. They never go anywhere. But they said they're going to put in so I can have a telephone interview. But that doesn't mean no good. I still won't be able to get my link. Now, you know I'm looking for an apartment. And you know Section 8 hasn't given me an extension on my days. So I have time enough to find an apartment. And I need my letter from Social Security saying that what my income is, to verify my income. And Social Security would not send me a verification letter. I called her on the 1st of the month, February, and they said 7 to 10 days. So 10 days I hadn't got it. I called them, and they said, well, we're mailing one out today. I said, well, why are you mailing one out today? You're supposed to have mailed it out 10 days ago. So we're mailing it out today. 10 days later, it hasn't come. I called her on the 24th. We're mailing one out today. I told her I want to speak to a supervisor. Why have y'all not mailed me a letter, income verification letter out? Why do you keep telling me every time I call you're going to mail me one out that day? I said I need to speak to a supervisor. Wow! Now here comes one that hasn't even been a minute. And it's not rush hour. Those trains are empty. Let me see, can I zoom in? The cars are empty. So what are all these cars doing on this track, back and forth this time of day? As I said, it's not rush hour, and they're empty. Let's see, can we get the next one that come past and see if they're empty too? That happens with a lot of buses too. They send a lot of buses in the area, back and forth past me, and I know they loaded them major weapons. I know people, it sounds crazy, but it's true. They say stranger, what's the word to say? The truth is stranger than fiction, and it is. They send a lot of buses back to back to back, and all of them be empty. Now they're sending all these L trains back to back to back, and they're empty. So, they look saying they will not send me an income statement letter. So when I asked to speak to manager, she hung up on me. So I called back, and each time I called, it made me wait 40 to 45 minutes. So I called back, And the next person asked me, right off, I asked to speak to her supervisor manager, and she asked me what I needed, and I told her why, and she hung up on me. So the third time I called back, she said that I would get one in another 7 to 10 business days. Didn't see if anybody on that train. It's empty. 7 to 10 business days. So, let's see how long that takes. And that was on the 24th that I called for the third time to Social Security. Before I move on to the next subject, I want you to hear this audio about. I told you guys on one of my videos that how the beer company now owns all the beer revenue all over the world, except they own now 90% of all beer companies, even in China and other countries. That all beer companies are owned by one entity. And I was complaining. I told you guys about how I was buying beer, and every time I buy the beer, it's contaminated. It would not freeze. I've never drinking beer because I've been beer drinker just about all my life, and I've never known beer not to freeze or to have some other. Wow! Or to have some other characteristics that this beer that I've been trying to buy lately has. So what I did was, as I said in one of the past videos, I switched it up to another company. But me not knowing that one company owns every brand of beer. Budweiser, Miller's Coors, Ice House, everything. Every beer you buy now in the stores are owned by one company. Budweiser, everything. One entity owns everything. So when I was complaining about the beer that I purchased, the companies were in two cases they sent me a check. One sent me a check for $15 because I took video, as I said, of the beer, and another one sent me $18. Now January 1st, I was waiting for them to send me a check since January 1st. The first check they said they was going to send me so 7 to 10 days. Then after 10 days, 7 to 10 business days. So we're not counting weekends. Nobody knows Saturday the mail runs on Saturday. So how you cannot count Saturday? Because you do deliver mail on Saturday. But let them keep making up the rules as they go along. So now they can say it'll be up to 14 days if I don't count the weekends. So on the 15th day when I didn't get the check, I call and say, well, where's the check? Well, we mailed it. At first, they told me that they had no record of me ever calling. That there was no record of anything that I hadn't called. I said, now I got this conversation because you guys know I do everything on our recording. Every telephone conversation I recorded. So I said, well, do I have to go find that recording? Now, I guess they thought since it had been so long ago that I did not have that recording. And, of course, I had to took some time, but I went and found it, and I called them back. And I told the person, the representative name that I talked to was Amanda, and I told exactly what day it was. And then, mysteriously, they found my case. And they said the reason that I didn't get the check, because it had the wrong name on it. Isn't that something? That he had the wrong name. Now, you know, when we talking to these people on the phone, and when I do my recording, they spell out my name. They spell out my address. So if you told me back what my name and address was supposed to be, how could you have possibly put somebody else's name on the check? So that was the excuse that they said that I didn't get the check because they had put it in somebody else's name. But logic says, even if you put it in somebody else's name, the check should have still came to the address that I gave you. And 15 days later, there was no check there, even in that name that you lied about. So they said, well, we'll send you another check out. It'll be 7 to 10 business days. I said, no, I'm not going with that. Y'all got to up the ante now because I already waited for 10 business days for a $10 check. Now, since I know you're lying, no, you didn't put in the wrong name because you spelled out my name when you wrote up the address and paperwork. So now, when they came back, she called me back. They'll send me a check for $18, which is not what I wanted, but hey, 7 to 10 business days. Okay, I called them this morning. I'm not going to tell you the story. I'm going to let you hear for yourself. Hold on. Now, you can't keep telling me anything about a mistake. The day they say the mistake was that it came back. It was reported back to them. Let's listen to this conversation. Oh, I hope we get through this dialing.
Contacting Lake Road Brewery. My name is Kate. To better address you, may I please have your first and last name?
Crowley Jones. I'm 66.
Thank you. How can I help you today?
Yes, I've been calling in since January the 30th about a bad batch of beer that I received, and I've been waiting on the check. I still haven't received that check, so I'm wondering what's going on with it.
Okay. Give me just a second. Let me go ahead and take a look into that. Give me a moment.
Okay. Is that another helping
Can I put you on a brief hold so I can go ahead and get some more information?
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
And notice they always put me on hold. I tell you guys, they are trying to figure out what they're going to say, what they're going to do when they put this in, when you're going to hold. And that happens no matter where I call it. You always have to have some kind of hump before they give me an answer of what's going on. They have to hold this hump. And I think this is where the trouble. Usually takes maybe 15, 20 minutes. I have to hang up and call back and say, oh, you forgot about me? Like I have to do the police department.
Okay, Miss.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so, see what happened. The check was returned to us as attempted, not known, unable to forward. So what we did is we reissued the check yesterday. You should be getting it within 7 to 10 business days. We do apologize.
No, I'm not going to deal with that. Don't do that. Don't tell me now. This 3 times the check has went to a different place. Really? And you're going to tell me again? 7 to 10 business days? You guys, and you know I'm recording this conversation. What, do you think I'm just going to deal with that? The first time it happened, well, it was supposed to have been a $10 check. And I said I was going to deal with it. So it went up to an $18 check. Now you're going to tell me again the check was rerouted after another 10 days? And you think I'm going to wait for another 10 days? Really?
I do apologize.
You don't have to apologize. Because as long as I'm collecting evidence, as long as I'm getting recordings, and this is not going to end here. I'm going to continue to arrest me until I get the check. And still you're going to go to jail. So, again, tell me again, what happened to the check on this recording?
Okay, it was returned to us.
Mm-hmm.
Did not know it was unable to forward. So we reissued the check in the amount of $18, and I said you should get it in about 7 to 10 business days. Again, I do apologize.
Oh, no apology accepted. I won't accept apology for a thing, criminal behavior that you deliberately do on purpose. And as I said, well, I distinctly, every time I make these recordings, you guys tell me distinctly what the name is supposed to be on the check and what the address is. So that clearly there's no mistakes on these recordings that you did not know what the address was and the name that's supposed to be on that check. So, you can say, I'm going to say again, because I'm going to be around. I'm not going anywhere. So, again, I'm going to wait for another check. But thank you for giving me more evidence that what you're doing is criminal.
Okay, so like I said, get you in about 7 to 10 business days. Is there anything else?
And yes, I want to know another thing. Again, I want to know what kind of mail do you use to process where it takes 7 to 10 business days for somebody gets mail, since I called the post office and it said it shouldn't take but 2 to 3.
Yes, ma'am. We advise 7 to 10.
But you advise 7 to 10, and both times you're supposed to send me a check out, they never arrived within 7 to 10. So, again, what is the rate of mail that you're using? Since the post office says it's supposed to be here in 1 to 2 days, and I have never got anything in 1 to 2 days.
Okay. So the check that we send out not only has to go processing through us, but has to go processing through corporate to get to you. For that reason, it does take 7 to 10 business.
Stop lying, miss. Remember, I've been calling you guys and doing this for a long time. Stop lying. We don't have to even discuss anything else. I got everything I need. You have a good day.
Thanks for contacting my report, Colleen. Have a great day yourself.
Now, number one, she lied all the way across the board. Because remember when I called in, she said the check had came back, and since it came back, they mailed it out yesterday. Now she's telling me at the end of the conversation that they have to process it. Really? That they have to. Now you sent it out yesterday, and you're telling me again today that now you have to process it, and it'll take 7 to 10 business days for you to process it and send it out. These people are they're such terrible liars. Terrible liars. And listen, if you play it back and listen to that recording, you'll hear how she said, well, have a good day, Pearline. She is so familiar with me. She knows that now. I've never talked to her, but I'm telling you, these people who target us know us. And while I'm on this subject, they target each other. They are doing so many evil things to each other. Like I was telling you about Social Security. I think I talked to you guys in the past about how Social Security, they really on something today. It do look like some people in that car. Yeah, it looked like that one had some people on it. But they're beating each other. They're killing each other. Really? Now look. Remember I tell you how Social Security has had me paying on the back payment for almost 7 years now? 6.5 or 7 years. They won't tell me when this back payment, how much money they'll tell me how much money I owe and how much my balance is. But they don't tell me when this money started, and they won't give me any paperwork saying why I owe them this money. I have taken them to court twice, trying to get a motion to put in to tell me I want to see my records. They will not give me any copy of my records, and they will not let me sue them in court. Every time I take them to the court, some kind of way, these lawyers go in the back room without me even being there, and the judge dismisses the case, throws it out, with even it coming to having a court date. They keep going in the back room. So, another one. I can't tell. They got the windows kind of blacked out now. There's nobody on them. But they're making them so it's hard to tell whether somebody's on them now. They was doing that too with the buses. They would black the windows out. But the new order is already set up full force. They're just waiting to set up these FEMA camps. And yesterday, I'm putting the cart before the horse. Let me finish out what I was saying about Social Security. Social Security, like I said, has taken my money, and they continue to take my money. Will not give me a reason why they're taking my money from Social Security, but I know they have done it in the past. The thing is, Ella, like I told you, she's with them, and everybody else I know are going through the same thing, and these people are their people. But they don't know what they're targeted to. And Ella, I told you about the receipt where the receipt had faded. And they say she owes some money, and she couldn't. All these empty cars, and she could not get her money back. Now, why are these cars all empty, going back and forth? So, she couldn't get it. They made her pay an extra $180 because she couldn't. The receipt that she had faded, and I told you guys in the past how if the receipts disappear or they fail, or some kind of way something mysteriously happens to them, where you got to pay this extra money. And I know, like I said, it happens all the time. This system has been set up to take everybody's money out of their pocket. So yesterday, Ellen tells me that they notify her that she has made overpayment. She don't know nothing about it. She don't know when she made it. But now they're gonna take $13 a month out of her check and say it until they make it up. Other people going through the same thing. They say Social Security just jumps up and sends them a letter and say that they have made overpayment. They have to pay this money back. It'll sound like another train coming. That interference don't bother me because I'm sure you people can hear. I'll make sure I'll play back this video when I get to the library and make sure people can understand what I'm saying. Now you tell me what city did you live in where all these empty trains go back and forth? Okay, so as I said, see, and it's obvious that what they're doing is trying to destroy things, and it's obvious, but they don't care. They don't care whether I'm getting this evidence. They don't care whether I'm recording this or not. As I said, they're getting bolder and bolder, more and more every day. But as I was saying, Ellen, now she's stuck where she has to pay Social Security back some more money. And they're seeking everybody, all they people, not just us targeted individuals, but everybody else. Because she don't know how she made overpayment, and I bet you, like they're doing me, they don't get these people records to prove where this overpayment is coming from. And when they do, they are trumped up. I have to go through my paperwork and see that a lot of times they lied about where this money was at that I owe. So that's why I want all my records. And with two motions, the government and the court say they don't have to tell me how I have to keep paying Social Security this money. They don't have to provide me with any records. But I had a receipt showing, like Ella couldn't find her receipt. I had a receipt showing what I bought these boots last month. These boots from a beauty supply store. Can you see it? I'm gonna put the camera on it. See that torn? I just bought them. They're not a month old. And I bought them from a beauty supply store. And I only wore them maybe 6 times. 6 times. Look, that's one area. That's one area. That's there. Look at that. That's horrendous. Y'all let the one. They're not a month old. They're not. I've only worn them today. I put them on today. I've only worn 10 times this month. So I have a receipt, but I looked at the receipt. The receipt has space where it's not legible to show when I bought it and what the price I paid for it. Isn't that something? And I couldn't find the receipt mysteriously, so I could record it today. I had it last night, but mysteriously it disappeared this morning. So I want to show you another receipt to show you exactly what I'm talking about. This came from Fairplay on the 13th of this month. And as you can see, the price is already fading. This receipt is maybe 15 days old. And the prices and the information is already fading over. See right there? The information is already fading. So, why are these companies printing receipts that don't last 30 days? Or last less than 30 days? When they know people should keep their receipts for years. So, they done set up this system where they're beating us every way they can. So, I can't take the food back. Because you already torn to pieces, and I only want. But I don't have the receipt to fade it. Even if I go back upstairs and find it, the receipt has faded. Isn't that something? So They have set up the system so well. And people don't tell me that I'm the only one, and the only one that can't find a receipt. Because everywhere I go, they want you to make sure you have a receipt. Even some places, because I'm trying to remember what it was. But no, it's playing my head again. But it doesn't matter, because when I need to pull it up, I will. But the main point is people. If you think that this is something random, that this is coincidence, and I see it happening to people all around me, but Social Security is saying, oh, all of a sudden they made an overpayment, and they give more back than they actually gave you. And see, the thing is, if they make overpayment and you don't know nothing about it, it shouldn't be your fault. They don't want to make the mistake. But they make them overpayments on purpose when they do, and they pull up more from your pocket than you actually owe. And if you ask for detailed information, it's either falsified or they give you none at all. And as I said, like that conversation I had about this beer company, Social Security, because I record all that, they know exactly what I'm doing. They know I'm recording it. They know I'm putting it on YouTube. But does that deter them? No. They're getting bolder and bolder. They stepped up the game. And you know what? When they step up their game, God steps up his game. So if they think they're making it rough on me and it's going to get easy for them, they better turn their head to another direction, because they got another thing coming. Because the harder they play me, God give me the strength to play them even harder. Oh, one other thing. They have stepped up their game, because I seen the video yesterday where they are staffing. They are staffing them FEMA camps. One FEMA camp in some other state has already they turned into a prison. Another FEMA camp in Ohio, they have already did something. And you guys, I told you, I've seen 3 FEMA camps on the south side. 2 used to be Walmarts, and they got guard towers on them. But I keep telling them, who are these FEMA camps for? Well, it's not enough for us to go in to fill them up. There are people going to go into them. They're going to go into them. So, good for them. But God has to let this happen. As soon as they step their game up, or they think they're going to do something really bad to hurt us, they're going to hurt themselves. Because number one, man has to go through this tribulation. He has to go through revelations in order for God to prove his glory, to show his glory. These things are going to have to die. They're going to have face the starvation. They're going to have to go through the plagues, the diseases, the murdering. They're going to have to go through everything. So I'm waiting, because like I said, as soon as they step their game up, God is going to deliver us. So as soon as they do the little thing, he's going to deliver us. So let them keep marching on ahead. I see some of them smiling. Let them keep being bold in what they're doing. Because I can't wait. I'm glad I'm at this time period. And like I said, when they step their game up, God going to step the game up. I'm going to head on to this library, people. I just wanted to record that and let you hear what they're doing. How they refusing now, no matter what I record, to do anything legal. Like state's attorney's office, I'm still waiting here. Like the civil rights bureau, I'm still waiting here. So I know they're not gonna make a move. But tomorrow I'm going to Market Courthouse. Tomorrow I'm going to the aid office, because I want face to face. I don't want to talk with you on the phone. I want face to face evidence and names. So you guys are gonna go and upload this video. And I hope today is just as fruitful as this morning was. Talk to you later. I'm staying in prayer. You guys keep praying. Oh, one other thing before I leave here. As I said about that demonstration in London, that BBC, and only 2 people showed up. I know this government is finding some way to keep us down and not let us communicate. The only people who really have, maybe one, two haven't, but the only people who communicate with me are perpetrators, are gang stalkers, and try to pretend like they're GI or targeted individuals. So, we are going to have to find some way, like I said, to be able to slow this government down. Well, God has control. When He get ready for us to get together, He'll put us there. But I just want to warn you guys that with all these organizations, and all these things, and all these doctors are saying that they're getting together. They're not. They're not. Because we would have been organized. There were organizations to organize us. We would have been organized by now. So these organizations that claim they're trying to help us as not. Because they got us together. All right, you guys. Love you guys. Again, be careful. Be prayerful. Be aware. Stay informed. Be prepared. I love you. Bye-bye.